I invite you to listen to your breath. Begin standing, feet parallel, arms hanging at your sides. Or if you want to sit, make sure your feet are flat on the floor and that you're nicely grounded in your hips. And start with a nice breath in through your nose, and then open your mouth to let the air out as you breathe out. And continue this circulation of the air in through your nose, out through your mouth. And notice how the air starts the temperature of the room, and as it goes through your inner heater, in quotation marks, it gets warmer and more humid. And then place your hands on your ribs, on the last ribs at the bottom. Yes, just like that. Contact of your hands with the bottom of your ribs on each side. And notice if when you breathe in, your ribs move under your hands. Do they lift? Do they widen? And when you breathe out, do they drop? When you release the air, sometimes they just barely move. And then take a handful of skin right there where your hands are, resting on either side of your ribs. Take hold of the skin with your fingertips and your palms. Get a good grip on each side. And as you continue to breathe, take a good breath in through your nose, and as you release the air, pull on the skin. Pull the skin away from your ribs. And then breathe again. And again, as you release the air, pull the skin away from your ribs. That's right. And each time you breathe out, you're going to pull a little bit more and a little bit more. Good. And now let go, drop your arms, and just notice if there are any results. And then slide your hands under your ribs into the space between the bottom of your ribs and the top of your pelvis. And with your right fingertips, just start to press a little bit, like you were playing the piano, underneath your ribs. And then do the same with your left hand as well. So you're playing the piano in that whole space between the bottom of your ribs and the top of your hip bones. And you can play the piano in the middle and then a bit more towards the sides. And your right hand is staying on the right, the left hand staying on the left. Good, that's right, yeah. Continuing to press, continuing to play the piano with the tips of your fingers. Good. And then again, release your arms. And now, imagine you have a large elastic belt which goes all the way around your waist. It starts under the ribs and it stretches to the top of your hip bones. And you would like this belt to be just a little less tight. So you're going to bring your hands to either side of your navel, right on the right, left on the left, and get hold again of a good handful of skin and pull outward. So you're going to take a good breath in, and again, as you breathe out, pull the skin on both sides of your navel. Good. And then release your hold and slide your hands apart and take hold just a little farther, a little more to each side. Breathe, and as you exhale, pull again. And continue like this, working your way gradually all around your waist, all the way around, pulling handfuls of skin away and then releasing, trying to get this tight belt to be a little looser. And you're going to get around to the back and notice that it's a little harder maybe to get hold of the skin there, so you might want to get hold of it right on your skin, right on your bare skin, rather than trying to do it through your shirt. And again, just pulling that tight belt away. And then release your arms and let them hang. And just observe. How is your breathing? How does the air flow in and out of your lungs, maybe a bit more fully and a bit more deeply. Maybe your elbows feel lower. This is just a little thing you can do at any time, whenever you feel like it, whenever you feel like you might need some air.